With the announcement of zombies coming to Call of Duty Mobile, so many people out there are anticipating what zombie maps we can expect in this game. Just based off the Battle Royale for COD Mobile and how immersive that experience is, I'd have to imagine no zombie map is out of the question when it comes to being added into this game here. Whether or not it's a simple map like Nocturne and Toten, or a completely complex map like Der Eisendrache, due to all the current aspects in this game right now, I can see those maps easily being added in as just an overall zombies experience. In this video, we're going to be going over the top 10 zombie maps that need to be added into a Call of Duty Mobile. This list is in no particular order and is just based off my own opinion. Before we get right into the video, I do want to mention that if you guys want to watch funny moments on Call of Duty Mobile, be sure to go and subscribe to Call of Duty Mobile Clip. As of right now, we are currently 1 subscriber away from hitting 2,000 subscribers on that channel. So if you guys just want to go and watch my own funny moments that are thrown into those videos from my daily streams, as well as just community clips, be sure to go and subscribe to that channel. Link will be in the description as well as in the pinned comment. Without further ado, let's get right into the number 10 spot here. We have Der Eisendrache. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, Parker, do you know how big of a map this is? Do you know how complicated it is? How would they go and be able to pull something like DE off on a Call of Duty Mobile format? Now, don't get me wrong, like I mentioned, this is a huge complex map, but you guys have to think about this. They were able to go and pull off a 100-man battle royale in this game. I feel like when it comes to that map alone, just the battle royale map, and then comparing that to DE, you could probably fit 100 DEs inside of this one battle royale map, if I'm being completely honest here. So when it just comes to the scale alone of a map, I feel like the game can easily run a lot of these fan favorite maps out there. And just in general, Der Eisendrache is just such an amazing map. I feel like it's definitely up there, not only as being one of the best maps in Black Ops 3, but being one of the best zombie maps of all time here. You know, you have the bows, just the Easter egg alone is really awesome, and it would be interesting to see if they are planning on doing Easter eggs for the zombies part of this game. You have the Panzer coming at you, and I don't know, man, it's just everything about DE. I would love to see it being brought back here into a COD Mobile format like this. At the number 9 spot here, we have Der Riese. Now, I know a lot of people might not want this map because it's already been reimagined, remastered so many times. Like, there's probably 4 different variations of Der Riese now, so I know there's a lot of people out there that might get a little bit tired of this, but from just a pure survival perspective, I would really like to see this map come back, because it truly is just you teaming up with the squad, and whether or not you want to go and camp catwalk or do your own type of strategy, whatever you want to go and do, I feel like Der Riese is the very bare bones map that I would love to go and see in this game, because not everyone out there likes to go and do all these crazy steps to go and unlock Pack-a-Punch, for example. People like the simplicity and things, and I feel like that's a really key component to what Der Riese has to go and offer here. At the number 8 spot here, we have Buried. Now, it's kind of funny because I wasn't planning on putting this on my list until yesterday when I was streaming and I was talking to you guys about, like, hey, what would be the one map that you guys would like to see? And I saw some guy go and say Buried, and after kind of thinking about it for a little bit, Buried is a really unique map, man. You know, you have Leroy, you have the witches, and it is very similar to Der Riese in a way in which you can like team up with teammates. It really is like a team effort type of map, whether or not you want to go and camp back there by Juggernog in that alleyway and then just mow the zombies down. I feel like those are the types of experiences that people want to go and experience here on COD Mobile. Just having the ability to go and team up with a couple of your buddies and go and just absolutely dominate a map, that's truly what people are looking for. And you have just insanely overpowered weapons like the Paralyzer, which pretty much has unlimited ammo. This is a wonder weapon that we've never seen before in zombies, in which you can go and shoot someone and it's just unlimited ammo. You can continue killing the zombies. You don't have to hit the mystery box for another time. And I think that's a great aspect that I really want to go and see in this game. So Buried, I'm really hoping it can go and return, man. At the number 7 spot here, we have Nuketown. Now, we already have just Nuketown in multiplayer here, so why can't they go and just modify it in a way to be very similar to like what Nuketown Zombies was back in Black Ops 2 Zombies? And I'd have to say say that Nuketown back on Black Ops 2 Zombies as well was like a huge fan favorite map, and I myself even enjoyed it just with the unique like perk dropping system in which every game was kind of a toss up on whether or not you would go and get Jug as your very first perk to drop into the map, or if you would have to wait all the way up until like round 18 to finally go and get Juggernog. I feel like Nuketown is one of those maps in which you can hop right into it and you have no idea what you're going to go and expect for that game, but it can be a fun experience for everyone involved because it's just pure chaos. You have no idea what's going to go and happen next, and I feel like those are the types of moments that I live for in Zombies. Because if I'm being completely honest, yes, you can just grind through the rounds and just going round after round, doing the same strategy. So just having a very unique system like the perk drop system in Nuketown, I feel like that would be perfect for Call of Duty Mobile here. At the number 6 spot, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, thank you, Parker, for going and mentioning this. It has to be Mob of the Dead, man. Back on Black Ops 2 Zombies, so many people might argue that Mob of the Dead is better than Origins in a way, but for me, Mob of the Dead, it would definitely be a cool map to go and see. You have the Brutus boss, who would be a lot of fun, because Brutus is confirmed, for you guys that don't know already, he is confirmed to be in Call of Duty Mobile Zombies. So maybe we will actually eventually see Mob the Dead with Brutus, with all the dogs and everything like that. I just feel like this map would transfer over flawlessly, and I could just see the Zombies community freaking out that Mob of the Dead is finally going to be on this game here too, because there was a lot of unique aspects of Mob of the Dead here as well. You know, just in order to go and pack a punch, you had to go to the Golden Gate Bridge, so that could be a really interesting dynamic, and it had a really unique revive system to it, which I feel like would be able to transfer over pretty smoothly as well. Mob of the Dead is just an overall fun map, and I feel like that's what we should go and expect when it comes to maps here. They should be a fun experience that you can go and experience with your friends. Going into the next map here, which is the number 5 spot, I don't know if they'll be able to go and pull this off. This is one of the maps that I'm a little bit iffy on whether or not it would be able to go and work in this game, but I would love to go and see Moon. Now, the reason why I'm saying I don't think that they can go and pull this off is just due to the zero gravity on this map and just being able to go and float in certain situations. I feel like that might be a little bit complicated just for the coding of the game itself. I don't know if they'd be able to go and pull something that complex off, but nevertheless, Moon would be such an amazing experience, just being able to go and have that into a mobile format. Like, dude, right now I'm holding my phone and just imagining going and playing Moon with just all the unique elements. Once again, just zero gravity first off, it being taken place on the moon itself. You can go back to Area 51. That whole dynamic is going to be very interesting just in terms of going back to that place and pack-a-punching, and it even taking place in the spawn room itself. There's a lot of awesome elements to Moon, and I feel like it would be a lot of fun to go and experience that on a mobile format here. At the number 4 spot here, we have Die Rise, and I know this might be a little bit controversial on this list because not that many people out there might not like Die Rise, or you just feel like there's better maps out there that could be taking the place of Die Rise, but it's just something about the bright atmosphere and just environment that is Die Rise. I'm a really big fan of the brighter zombie maps out there, like the Shangri-Las, the Origins, you could say. But from those elements alone, as well as just the wonder weapon, which is the Soliquifier on this map, I feel like Die Rise would just work out perfectly for this game here. At the number 3 spot here, we have Call of the Dead. Now, I know some people out there might not know this, but Call of the Dead is currently available on the Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies mobile app. I actually made a video of me going and playing that map a couple weeks ago when I was out of town, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go and upload this on the channel just as like some background gameplay for you guys to go and watch, but on the controls that is Call of Duty Mobile for right now, because I feel like back when I played it on that separate app that it wasn't really that fluid of an experience, and I feel like there was just so much more money put into this game to make sure that it's like a fluid experience, and I feel like just going and approaching a map like Call of the Dead with George Romero first off being an amazing boss, experiencing him, just trying to go and unlock Pack-a-Punch and turning that on. It is a very simplistic map, which I'm a super big fan of, but just alongside wonder weapons like the Scavenger, the VR-11, it can really make this map a pretty fun experience. At the number 2 spot here, we have my favorite zombies map of all time, which has to be 5. So I know a lot of people out there despise 5 for just being a difficult map, but that's one of the aspects that I really like about it, and it almost goes back to Nuketown in a way, in which I really like the challenge that is zombies. Things can get a little bit repetitious, you know, you just go through the rounds, you do the same strategy over and over and over again, and there's really no challenge after a certain point. The only challenge is that you have to just watch paint dry pretty much and just have the rounds go by. But when it comes to 5, I feel like the teamwork dynamic that map has to offer, and just going and playing this game with so many friends, I feel like that would just work out perfectly. I know so many great strategies out there, so if 5 was to go and come into this game, I have so many just tips and tricks to go and share with you guys, but I feel like what 5 has to offer with the unique boss that is the Pentagon Thief, as well as the wonder weapon that if they do add in the Winter's Howl on this map, I just hope that they go and buff it up just a little bit. I wouldn't like for it to be the Black Ops 1 version. Maybe if you could go and make it the classified version like it was on Black Ops 4 there, that'd be just so much better. But 5 overall would be a really fun experience. And then, ladies and gentlemen, for the number 1 spot here, and I know I already mentioned this like 2 other times in this video, but I just have to give it to Origins. Just, there's so much unique aspects to this map. Just the Panzer alone, the tank system just going around the map, the staffs that you can go and get. There's so much inside this map, and I feel like they can pull it off. Like I mentioned, if they can go and pull off the Battle Royale in this game, I feel like Origins can easily be pulled off. Origins is probably the map that the most people love, and would probably argue that it's probably the greatest map of all time alongside Der Eisendrache there, and they're not really that wrong. Like, Origins is a really fun experience, and I would love to go and see it inside this game. Like, if you asked me the question, Parker, what would be the one map that you would like to go and see in Call of Duty Mobile here for a zombies aspect of this game, I would definitely hands down go and say Origins. It is just such a fun map to go and play with solo or some friends, and I feel like so many great memories can be made if this was actually brought onto mobile here. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to go and conclude the video today. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in and watching. If you guys are new around here, be sure to go and subscribe for more Call of Duty Mobile videos, as well as if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to go and give it a like. But with that said, my name is Parker. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful and fabulous day today, because I certainly am, and I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video.